Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful and snowy Wednesday, January 14th. Well, my morning started out with rain and it's turned to snow. So it was nice to see so many of you listen to the advice and encouragement to bring your snow gear. I saw lots of packs and bags and all sorts of goodies with snow gear in it, and many of you had snow gear on your body. So good work with that. Outdoor recess, it looks like we'll be having today, and it should be a lot of fun. Friends, two things that I do want to encourage you to do is making sure that when you're getting dropped off or you get off the bus, I recognize that while you're a rider, whether it be in a car or on a bus, that it might be a little warm in there. But when you're getting out, please zip up your coat. It is chilly outside. And even if you're walking to the front of the building, it's a little bit of a jaunt, which means a little ways to the front of the building. So we want you to stay warm. And if you're a bus rider, typically you're standing outside for a short period of time. So zipping up those coats is really important. Remember to do this at the end of the day as well. It looks like the temperatures will drop throughout the day, but it does look like they will be above zero, but still very, very frigid, which means cold. So zip up those coats, my friends. Also, wearing hats is very highly recommended to keep your ears warm, and putting gloves on is also another good tip because my hands are pretty cold. I left my mittens at home. I actually can't find them and I need to buy some new ones, but that's for another day. So that's number one thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I wanted to do a shout out for all of the students who are doing morning greetings in such a professional and appropriate way. It's really, really wonderful to see handshaking happening, which is part of our Capturing Kids' Hearts and social contract greeting. It is a life skill. It is proven that students who are able to make eye contact and give a nice handshake are likely to have greater success in an interview once they become a teenager or an adult and they have to go through that process to get a job. So it's a great skill to learn now. But aside from that, seeing kids having those opportunities to say good morning or hello, those greetings in appropriate ways with a smile or a nod has been delightful. Friends, if you're still working on developing that skill, it is okay if it's hard for you to acknowledge a good morning with words, to still make the eye contact or give the friendly nod, right? But ignoring someone sends a message that you just don't care and it's not very kind. And I actually watched an interview last night from one of my very favorite people you probably wouldn't know. His name is Warren Buffett. He's an investor who just retired, but he ended the interview and he talked about the number one thing, and he is a billionaire, really, friends. He is worth that much money. He talked about the number one thing he's learned in his life, and he said it's free, is kindness. That you every single day can be kind, and it takes little effort, but it makes such a difference not only in your own life, but in the lives of others, and it costs nothing. And I actually rewound that portion of his interview because it sat so well with me and it made such an impact that this is a guy who is very old, he's retiring, and he has everything he ever wanted and needed. And he thought the only thing he could tell everyone else that made the biggest impact on his life was kindness. And I wanted to tell you that. So making sure that you're giving those greetings, acknowledging others is one way to be kind. And now on to Mrs. Cochran.
Good morning, friends. Word of the week this week is reluctant. Get your hands ready. Let's find out the syllables in reluctant. Reluctant. How many syllables? Oh, extra clap over there. Hold it up to your chest so we can self-check. Some people have 3, some people had 4. The answer is 3. 3 syllables in reluctant. That's okay. This is how we do it in the classroom, right? We hold it up and then we decide and we talk about what everyone thinks. And it is 3. Thank you. I got some jokes from some bus riders out front today waiting to come into the school. So here's the first one. What can you catch but never throw?
My goodness, I'm not sure.
A cold. You can catch a cold, but you can't throw it. Yeah, lots of colds going around. Wash those hands, use some sanitizer, get those hands clean. Next, math question, math joke, my favorite kind. What, and I think I may have told this one before, so forgive me if I have. What is a math teacher's favorite tree?
Oh, I don't know.
Geometry. Geometry. Get it? Geometry is a kind of math. Shapes and whatnot. That is geometry. And that's a favorite kind of tree. Get it? All right, moving on to Mrs. Schwartz.
So good. Why, thank you, friends. Boy, I'm just in a clapping mood this morning, let me tell you. Yes, friends, we've got some Panther Pride winners from Miss Fleagle's class, Caden and Grayson from Mrs. Crumb's class. Congratulations. We are so proud of all of your respectful, responsible, and safe behavior. Friends, let's do it. Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.